Conversations. This is the 75th episode of the Merging Life and Money Show, and I am super excited to be here with you today. I will start by saying happy single working mothers, happy single working mothers, Women's Day to all the single working women in the world. Let me say it again. Happy Single Working Women's Day to all the single working mothers in the world. And as luck would have it, today I will be talking about motherhood. And why? For many reasons, two of them at least. One, because last week I spoke about grandparenthood, as I am so happy to have two of my grandboys spending the rest of the summer with me. And two, because the experience that I am living now with my grandboys took me back to when I was a young mother of two now adult children. So enjoying this moment inspired me to reflect on motherhood and how it has evolved and continue to do so. And yes, what this has to do with money and finance? Well, I will say a lot. The financial effects of being a mother mean that mothers, whether they work or stay at home, have to change their budgets to meet the needs of their growing family. A working mom in particular has a lot on her plate. Not only does she have to integrate her profession and the responsibility of raising a family, but she also has to manage the finances. So working mothers must find a way to combine work, finances, raising children, juggling all related and relevant responsibilities, and still manage to have a successful career. So before I get into it, let me introduce myself. For those who do not know me, I am your host, Marie-Jo César. I help professional women transform their relationship with money by tooling them with the necessary financial skills and knowledge they need to take control of their money, manage their finances, and recognize that they can live their best lives with the money they have. So thank you for joining in today. And yes, it is 10 p.m., past 10 p.m. on the West Coast of the United States. And I am very late in coming live tonight. And needless to say that my grandkids take priority. So I had to spend some time with them today, which delayed my coming live today. So if you are watching the replay, make sure to type hashtag replay in the chat and leave me with some comments and questions. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. I come to you live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to give you essential information about how to attain financial wellness and live your life with means and meaning. As you may know, the Merging Life and Money Show's primary purpose and my very strong why is to empower as many women as I can by sharing what I know about money and finance so that they can live their greatest lives yet. So grab a pen and a notebook, I should say, whether or not you are a mother, because you might want to take some notes and share them and talk about them with family members, neighbors, friends, coworkers, whomever you want to, because it's about sharing values that could benefit others. So if you have any question whatsoever, make sure to type them in the chat. And if you want to talk to me directly, I will share my contact information later in the show. Let us begin. Motherhood. What does it really mean in today's world? Well, in today's society, motherhood is often seen as a burden. It is seen as something that takes away from a woman's career and personal ambitions. But is this really the case? Are mothers really struggling to combine work and family life? Let's find out. Today, I will focus on the following points: the importance of motherhood, the changing role of mothers in society, and the challenges and reward of motherhood. Well, I will start by saying that mother, a mother will always be a mother, no matter what. She is not only the one who gives birth to her children, but also the one who gives them the love and care they so require. A mother nurtures her children's natural instincts and teaches them how to behave, right? She's the first person a child learns from and learn about, and it is the mother who teaches her children how to be a good person. Generally speaking, mothers provide invaluable benefits to all, and their work is priceless. To the best of my knowledge and my experience, being a mother myself, motherhood is a wonderful, challenging, and rewarding experience. It is a time when women can truly make a difference in the lives of their children. As mothers, we have the opportunity to nurture and guide our children as they grow and develop. So let's look at the first point: the importance of motherhood. There is no experience quite like motherhood. It is a time of joy, a time of laughter and love, and it is also a time of challenges, trials, and tests. Mothers are masters of resilience, capable of overcoming any obstacles in their path. No matter what life throws our way, we find the courage and the strength to keep going. We may even be seen as superhuman at times, but the truth is that we are just like any other woman. We are just doing what we have to do to take care of our families. So when you become a mother, you become responsible for another human being. You are tasked with shaping them into the best version of themselves. And needless to say, that it can be a daunting task, but one that is incredibly rewarding. As you know, mothers have the unique ability to make a difference in the lives of their children. They can help them grow and develop into responsible and caring adults. Mothers are the backbone of their families. They are the ones who keep everything together when things get tough. For all I know, motherhood is a time, how to say that, of selflessness, as mothers put their children's need before their own, and they do it with conviction. And I will add that this selfless love is one of the most beautiful things about motherhood. Mothers are the unsung heroes of our society. They are the one who go above and beyond to make sure that their families are happy and healthy. They are the one who put their own lives on the line to make sure that their children are safe. Okay, mothers are the foundation of our society. They are the one who make sure that their children are raised with values and with morals, and make sure that they have a bright future. So I will end this point by saying that Motherhood is also a time of growth. Okay? As mothers, we learn and grow alongside our children. We watch them take their first steps and say their first words. We witness their triumphs and their defeats. We are there for them through it all, cheering them on every step of the way. So, if you are a mother, know that you are doing an amazing job. Know that you are making a difference in the lives of your children. You are strong, you are selfless, and you are constantly growing. And your children are lucky to have you. And lastly, if you are thinking about becoming a mother, know that motherhood is one of the most important experiences a woman can have. It is a time when you can truly make a difference in the world. Now, let's look at the second point of today's episode, the changing role of mothers in society. Well, the traditional role of mothers has changed dramatically in recent years. In the past, mothers were expected to stay at home and care for their children. However, today, more and more mothers are working outside the home, okay? And this change has been driven by a number of factors, including the increasing cost of living, the need for two incomes to support a family, and the ability to maintain their standard of living. So the financial effects of being a mother have also been a driving force behind this change. The cost of childcare has skyrocketed in recent years, making it very difficult for families to afford to have one parent stay at home. In addition, many mothers now see their careers as an important part of their lives, and they want to be able to fit in both their work and family life. As a result of these changes, motherhood is no longer solely about caring for children. It is now about combining the demands of work and family. Consequently, more and more mothers are entering the workforce. So while there are some benefits to this new reality, it also comes with some challenges. For example, mothers who work outside the home often struggle to integrate or harmonize their career and family responsibilities. This can lead to, unfortunately, feelings of guilt and anxiety, as well as a sense of being pulled in different directions. Furthermore, working mothers often face discrimination in the workplace. They may be passed over for promotions or given fewer challenging assignments. Okay, they are very seldom invited at the board table, and they may also be treated differently by their colleagues who may not understand the demands of their job, particularly their male colleagues. And far too often, they suffer from reduced earning potential due to taking time off for maternity leave, for example. And that is why many mothers are forced to work long hours just to make ends meet. And this can lead to, again, feelings of remorse, feeling of stress about not being able to spend enough time with their children. Despite these challenges, however, more and more mothers are choosing to work outside the home. And as the number of working mothers grows, so does the acceptance of this new reality. Employers are beginning to recognize the value of working mothers and are starting to offer more flexible work arrangements. And as a consequence, slowly but surely, society is adapting to the new reality of working mothers. I will also add that while the traditional role of mothers have changed, it is important to remember that mothers are still the primary caretakers of their children. In addition to working, mothers are responsible for caring for their children, managing the household, and maintaining a healthy family life. This can be a daunting task, but it is one that mothers handle with grace and strength. So, regardless of these challenges, working mothers are finding ways to juggle their careers and their families. And in many cases, mothers are finding jobs that allow them to work from home, which give them, I would say, the flexibility they need to care for their children, and in other cases, and enable them to spend time with their families while still pursuing their careers. So I will end this point by saying that this change, which is primarily fueled by the cost of childcare and other expenses associated with raising children, can be prohibitive for many families. And while working mothers are often forced to make difficult choices between their job and their families, it is important to remember that mothers are not the only ones who have changed in recent years. The role of fathers has also evolved. And for many fathers, I would say nowadays, more fathers are taking on greater responsibility for caregiving and domestic duties. And I will add that the changing role of mothers and fathers reflect the growing trend towards career and life integration. And as a result, families are becoming increasingly flexible and adaptable, allowing parents to better combine their work and home lives. Now, over to the third and last point of today's show: the challenges of motherhood. Being a mother is perhaps the hardest experience a woman can have. It is also one of the most demanding. From the time we give birth, motherhood is a time of joy. We watch our children grow and develop. We laugh with them. We love them. But yes, there's a but. Motherhood is also a time of trial and tests. We face challenges in caring for our children and combining our own needs with their needs. These challenges are a part of the motherhood experience and can ultimately make us stronger and more capable women. The truth is that there are so many different ways to be a mother, and no one way is right or wrong. What matters most is that mothers love and care for their children. So being a good mother is not about being perfect, but about knowing how to be yourself and doing the best you can at the time. I would also add that it is no secret that mothers are under tremendous pressure to be perfect because, as you know, they are expected to be loving, they are expected to be nurturing, competent, humorous, and funny all at the same time. Also, There's a lot of pressure for mothers to fit into the role of their society. There is no limits or boundaries to what a child can learn from a mother. So whether the kids are in diapers or on their first job, it is essential for mothers to understand that the most important thing a mother can do is to love and care for their children. Okay? A mother can teach their children about life and provide a loving environment for them to grow up in. And they may have to forgo a lot to be able to do this. Anyhow, they will be rewarded in return. Not to mention that as a mother grows older, she's able to teach her children about being a good person and how to behave in society. This is the most important role a mother can have. Despite the challenges, motherhood is also a time of great joy and satisfaction. And as I mentioned earlier, we can take pride in watching our children grow and develop. We can also enjoy the special bond that we share with our children. This bond is one of the most rewarding aspects of motherhood, as motherhood is a time when we can make a real difference in the world by raising strong, confident, and compassionate children. This bond is unlike any other. It is one of complete trust and unconditional love. It is a bond that can weather any storm. And it is this bond that makes us mothers and gives us strength when we need it most. Okay, I will end this point by saying that motherhood experienced some challenges and some changes since the pandemic. Mothers across the world have been greatly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. The challenges of motherhood are nothing new. That much we know. But they have been magnified by the pandemic as working mothers struggled and continue to struggle with the juggling of work and childcare. The pandemic has made it, I would say, more difficult for mothers to cope with work and childcare, to deal with financial burdens, and to find the necessary support. It brought about heightened anxiety and stress. It brought about a sense of loneliness and the difficulty to connecting, to be able to connect, I would say, with other moms has proven to be difficult for mothers to handle. So for many mothers, the pandemic meant more time at home with their children. While this has been a wonderful opportunity to bond with their kids and create lasting memories, it was also a challenge as mothers had to, I would say, has to continue to fit in the demands of work, child rearing, and housekeeping all under one roof. And when the height of the pandemic, one thing that I thought about was that parents, working mothers in particular, would leave home very early. Their kids will be in the care of others for probably 9 months out of the year. And by the time they get home, it's homework time, dinner time, and bedtime. So they really didn't spend a lot of time with the kids. And when this pandemic hit, a lot of parents have to really realize that motherhood is actually not what they thought it was. And now they must still continue to play a crucial role in society despite the difficulties. And it is a fact that the pandemic has changed everything, as I mentioned, the way we work, the way we learn, the way we socialize, and of course, the way we parent. So suddenly, the advice of our mothers, the advice of our friends, and even the advice of our pediatricians does not seem to apply anymore. We are all just winging it, I would say. But guess what? That's okay. Because motherhood is about finding your own way. It's about finding what works for you and your family. As as there is no right or wrong way to do it. So, excuse me, if you are feeling lost or feeling that you are not doing it right, take heart. You are not alone. We are all in this together, and we will all find our own way through it. So I am going to wind down some and summarize what I talked about today. I talked about motherhood, and I focused on 3 points. The importance of motherhood, the changing role of mothers in society, and the challenges and reward of motherhood. And as I see it, motherhood is one of the most important experiences a woman can have. It has no agenda, and it has no deadline. It is a time of both laughter and tears, love and heartache. We are constantly challenged, both physically and emotionally. Yet, we wouldn't trade this time for anything in the world. Remember, our children are our everything. We watch them grow and change every day. They amaze us with the thing that they say and do. And we are so proud of their accomplishments, big and small. And moreover, we cherish that special bond we share with them. I will end by saying that being a mother is not just about giving birth to a child, then raising them until they are of age. It is a continuous journey where a woman has to forego her time, her energy, her sleep, her career, and sometimes even her sanity for the sake of a child. It is not always rainbows and butterflies, as there will be time when you will want to pull your hair in, out of frustration. You will face challenges and obstacles, but it is all worth it in the end because your children are your world. They are the reason you wake up every morning with a smile on your face despite feeling exhausted from lack of sleep. They are what makes every day an adventure. Seeing your children happy and healthy is the best reward any mother could ask for. And knowing that you made a difference in their lives and in the world is the ultimate objective, the ultimate goal of motherhood. So even though motherhood comes with its fair share of challenges, the rewards far outweigh the challenges. Our children are our future, and by investing in them, we are investing in the future of our world. Motherhood, as I will say, is a sacred responsibility and one that should be treasured. We must never take for granted the incredible impact that we can have on our children. So I am going to put my information on the screen. me see. Is that the right one? Yes. And as you know, I like to end my show with a quote. And today I chose a quote from Maria Shriver. And it reads, "Having kids, the responsibility of raising good, kind, ethical, responsible human being is the biggest job anyone can embark on." Maria Shriver is an American journalist. She's also an author. I believe she's a member of the Kennedy family, if it means anything to you. She was actually the former Lady of California, and she is the founder of a nonprofit organization that deals with women's Alzheimer's movement. So this brings us to the end of today's Merging Life and Money episode. So I hope that you have enjoyed today's show, and I totally encourage you to watch the replay and make sure to share it with others. So for more information about how to achieve financial wellness from the inside out and live a purposeful life with the money you have, join me next week, Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Atlantic Time, and 10 a.m. Friday, Brisbane, Australia time. Thank you for being here today on the Merging Life and Money Show. I will be back again next week. Until then, continue merging life and money. Bye for now.